Alright folks, I know, same shirt, 3 videos, but spread out over a couple of days. Um, I just got a lot going on right now, so I just was trying to make some content for you guys talking about different things. And so, in this video, what I wanted to speak about was social disorder. We saw that, the chaos that happened, leading up to the last election, and the way people were acting, and it amazed me, the whole thing. And I'm going to use Portland as a great example. The politicians in Portland just let these people, night after night after night, go out and loot and burn and attack the federal buildings, and just the craziness of the whole situation. And the politicians just let it happen. They didn't crack down on it. They didn't stop it. And that could have been stopped very, very easily. I mean, the government, also, with Trump, it said, we'll send in federal, agents. And they're like, no, we don't want that. It was like, in a way, and I'm not saying that it was, but it seemed like they wanted that disorder. They wanted that chaos. And, it was a very crazy time with that whole situation. But, we're coming up on another election cycle. Next year is going to be an election year. And, people will decide if they want to keep Biden in office, or if they want somebody else. Could it be Trump again? It could be. I mean, as of right now, the two front runners would be Biden and Trump again. So it would be interesting to see how that one worked out. But regardless of how that plays out, I think you would see chaos either way. I think you'll see protest. I think you'll see more social unrest, if you will. Because it's weird, certain people, if we have an opinion, you may voice your opinion, you may say how you feel, but for whatever reason, a lot of people nowadays feel like they can go out, and if they scream the loudest and shout the loudest and make as much noise as possible, that they're the ones that get paid attention to. And that's just crazy to me. It's happening all the time. We see it all the time, those type of things happening. And it's just, there's a lot of people that are dissatisfied, a lot of people that are frustrated. You look at the economy, and we keep being told how great the economy is doing, but the average Joe citizen is not seeing it. They're not seeing it. If you wanted to go, I got an itch, hold on a second, I'm sorry. It's almost where okay, I can get it. I wasn't sure if I could reach it or not. The average citizen trying to go out and get a loan, the interest rates are ridiculous right now. With the Fed increasing rates like they did, it affects everything. Everything has a yin and yang effect to it. So where, interest rates were at a low percentage, and these trying to get a loan for a house or any of that type of stuff, it's much harder right now to do that. Food costs are up, the cost of energy is up, gas prices are not in a good position. And you look at the overall picture of the average citizen, they're paying a lot more for the same thing that they were paying for even a year ago. You look at the increase, again, like I say, food prices and transportation, and taxes are always going up, and it's just at some point there's going to be a breaking point. I feel it's not sustainable for the system to continue to do what it's doing, to continue to go on with what's been happening, and everything just to be great. It's just not realistic. It's just not. So there are definitely things that we need to be concerned about, that we need to be paying attention to. Again, I'm a big believer in hedging your bets, being as prepared as you possibly can be, because you just don't know. There's that old saying, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And that's what I always try to do. I try to be optimistic, but when you see, negative, 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 negative all the time, it gets a little disheartening. And, and people, it can be very, very depressing. So, you have to make choices. I've talked about decompressing, getting away from a situation, and taking some time, for your mental health, and I understand that. But at the same time, while we're doing those things and trying to take care of ourselves and our families and the people that we love, we need to really also be preparing for the unknown, preparing for those situations. I'm sure that the people in Portland didn't expect that they would be hiding in their homes while people were doing the things that they were doing out in the public. And when a lot of times when there was no consequences for the actions, all that does is encourage negative-minded people to just continue to act up. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I think I think a lot of people look at it that way. But I don't know. Like I said, it's just the situation is bad. It doesn't look great. I think that next year is going to be a very tumultuous year. A lot of things can happen. A lot of negative things can happen. But a lot of negative things can happen any day anyway. So, just give yourselves peace of mind. I'm always going to encourage you to prep. I'm always going to encourage you to be proactive, take care of the things that you can control, do the things that you can do to put yourself in a better situation for when the time comes. That's all any of us can hope for. That's all any of us can ask. If we do that, we're going to be, I always equate it to playing cards. If I can get an advantage, if I have, because of my skill level or, how I play, how I can read people, all those type of things, I'm going to take every advantage that I can in whatever situation. And with prepping and being prepared, it's a game that you can really stack the odds in your favor. As I've said in the past, and I'll continue to say over and over again, 95% of the people in this country are not prepared for a 2-week disaster. So if you do nothing else, if you did nothing else, we get 2 weeks worth of food and water set aside, that alone will give you a huge advantage. Now, if you go beyond that, obviously it just increases your odds of long-term survival. Any event that could happen, I don't want to be relying on somebody else to take care of me and mine. I want to rely on myself to take care of me and mine. And so that's why I do what I do. That's why I prep the way that I prep and be ready. And, when something happens, we're going to be able to deal with it. And we're going to be in a lot better shape than most people because of our preparation and being as ready as we are. So just some things to share with you. I want to hear what you have to say. Do you believe that we're going to see civil unrest leading into this next election? Do you think that there's going to be chaos regardless of who wins? There would be another question, right? Do you think that we're going to see a really bad situation regardless of who wins? So, because regardless of who wins, if it was Biden again or if it was Trump, people are not going to be happy. So, anyway, folks, hang in there, keep doing what you're doing, try to stay as positive as you can in this insanity that we're dealing with, but just hedge your bets to take care of what you can take care of, control what you can control. Remember, folks, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I hope everybody has a great day. Be safe. I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.